With the understanding based on the discussions made so far, I can just list some of the common tools used for cybersecurity. They are passwords, antivirus or anti-malware software, software patches, firewalls, two-factor authentication and encryption. We are going to discuss in detail about most of these tools in the forthcoming sections. The key elements of cybersecurity are the application security, information security, network security, disaster recovery, operational security, and finally, the most important one, the end user education. Let us see one after the other. Application security. Application security covers the procedures or actions that can be taken care of throughout various stages in the development lifecycle process of the application. This is to ensure that the application is protected from threats and vulnerabilities that generally arise through various faults in the development process of applications like the design, deployment, upgradation or preservation. Some of the basic techniques involved in ensuring security in applications are validating the input parameters, authenticating and authorizing valid users or their roles, managing sessions, manipulating parameters and managing the exceptions, and finally security auditing and log analysis. The second part is information security, protection of information from illegal access or information theft by preserving the privacy is referred to as information security. Some of the common practices that can provide information security are identification, validation, and authorization of users. Of course, the most important technical one is cryptography. The third important one is network security. It is the process of ensuring the usability, consistency, truthfulness, and security of the network, and this is generally referred to as network security. Large number of threats are recognized and stopped from further spreading in the network or entering into the network system through very effective network security solutions. There are certain network strategies that comprises the following components. They are antivirus and anti-spyware, firewall. This identifies and blocks any unauthorized network access, intrusion detection system, and intrusion prevention system. Intrusion detection systems automatically detects the network intrusions, and the intrusion prevention systems identify the destructive threats like zero-day attack or zero-hour attacks, and finally the virtual private networks which provides safe remote access. The fourth element is disaster recovery. Basically, it is a development process that is used to assess various types of risks and establish different priorities and evolve strategies to recover from disasters. Every organization must develop proper disaster recovery strategies to protect their business-related activities from damage. Rather, they should take proactive measures to handle disasters because information is a major asset to any organization. Next comes the operational security. Very stubborn or stringent measures must be taken as far as operational level security is concerned, especially in a complete automated environment. Of all the risks, it's really difficult to fix the operational risks in an organization when data leakages or security breaches happen because the flow of the data or information in the operational system is very critical to design and judge. end user education. The most essential and viable solution is end user education. Most of the security incidents happen only because of lack of knowledge on the handling side of the users. Many incidents, of course, happen without realizing the significance of certain activities. So, for all the above, the end user education is very important for an organization to avoid unnecessary incidents against the security. I can very honestly say dependence on technology is more today. And dependency has made it more vulnerable to compromise and subsequently cyber threats and attacks. Here, the main problem addressed is being ignorant about the role of cyber security. So naturally, we try to raise some questions regarding cyber security. They are: from what to protect, and how to protect. Here the main focus is the first question. The main concern on this aspect is on deciding on from what to protect and how to operate strongly during system failures. The second question addresses like this: when there are possible threats, there is a mechanism to analyze the threat for further detection in future. The third question addresses the objects of security assurance from threatening factors through measures and procedures of implementation. So definitely this course would focus on all these three important vital questions. You will get more answers in the forthcoming discussions. This module briefly discussed the significance of cyberspace in today's digital era, the opportunities and challenges that the cyberspace throws for each one of us. We discussed the fundamental concepts and terminologies in cyberspace, internet, cybersecurity. Of course, cybersecurity has a significant importance in the current technological era because most of us are dependent on that. So, the replacement through a mechanical process with a software is what happening today. So, next we are going to focus on the very important segment, which is information systems, and how cybersecurity is important for information systems. Thank you.